Very good evening to one and all. Today, our topic is genetics about sex-linked inheritance of disease. That how the disease from the parents or from the ancestors will come to the particular progenies for of them only. Means that if a particular ancestor is having some disease, that particular ancestor, how he or she will transmit the disease to their generations. So today we will learn about it. In the last class, we have learned about the basic concept about XX chromosome and XY chromosome. What we have learned in the last class, just for a reminder, I am saying, we have learned about that how if one X chromosome for a female will be altered, will it affect the other X chromosome or not? Will one X chromosome affected, will it be a carrier or a diseased one? And in the male, we have learned about that if one X chromosome is altered or affected, then whether the Y chromosome will be tackling it or not. So today we will be learning about how the hemophilia, diseases like hemophilia, color blindness, sickle cell anemia, these diseases, how these diseases will be transmitted from the parents to their particular generations. And we have a very special knowledge today. We will be going to gene therapy and gene counseling also. That what is this gene therapy and gene counseling? Just a brief idea, just to make the things more clear and more conceptual to you people. Now, so please have a particular idea. First, we will have a particular idea about what is hemophilia, what is color blindness, what is sickle cell anemia. So first of all, we will learn about hemophilia. What is hemophilia? When there is a cut in our body, and that cut in the body will cause bleeding, and the bleeding not get stopped. That is hemophilia. Bleeding will not stop here. The person, if at all it's a deep cut, the person will bleed to death. But the bleeding will not stop. Means no clot formation. Clot will not form. That brown color clot, no, after getting a small wound or a deep cut, we are getting a brown color clot at the site of the wound. But in hemophilia, that clot will not form. The person will bleed to death. So hemophilia is very much common in human males. Very much common in human males. Color blindness. The person cannot detect the proper color. Means whether it is red or green or blue, the person cannot detect that color properly. Next, sickle cell anemia. Means the red blood cells are biconcave in shape like this. Biconcave in shape. Now what will happen to this sickle cell? In sickle cell anemia, what will happen? That biconcave shape of the red blood cell will be converted into sickle cell. Now, like this it will be converted. Sickle cell. Like this. This is the sickle cell. Why? Because in biconcave means round shape or oval shape. In this shape, what will happen? The biconcave, if at all it's a biconcave shape or a round shape or an oval shape, that biconcave or round or oval shape will trap more and more oxygen. And the respiration will be taking place more efficiently. But once the red blood cell will change into sickle, in a sickle shape cell, then the amount of oxygen trapped will be very much less. And if the amount of oxygen trapped will be less, lack of respiration. If lack of respiration, the person will be getting very much irritated. Lack of energy. The person will be very much lethargic, lazy. These are the symptoms of sickle cell anemia. So, hemophilia, rare in human female but common in human male. Color blindness, 50-50% for both. 50% for human male and 50% for human female. Sickle cell anemia, common in human female, rare in human male. Now, we will learn about the crosses today. That if the mother is having hemophilia, then if the father is healthy and the mother is having hemophilia, what will be the probability how the child will get? Whether the girl will get hemophilia, whether the girl will become the carrier, or the boy will get the hemophilia, or the boy will be healthy, like that. So we will be learning it today, and at the end of the class we will be learning about gene therapy and gene counseling. Just a brief introduction about it. Now, so starting the class for today. And one more thing, the hemophilia or the color blindness or the sickle cell anemia or the thalassemia, any genetical disorders, if it is happening to our body, any genetical disorders, if it is happening to our body, then one thing is certain, that it will follow only one methodology of cross. Means only one particular concept of the cross I'll be explaining, and based upon that all the diseases crosses you will be getting it to know. There is no different concept. There is only one particular concept, that if mother is healthy or if the father, means there are different cases, but the concept is only one, that what will happen if the particular parents are healthy or the particular parents are diseased, then what will happen to their progenies. But just instead of putting the hemophilia, we are putting the symbolization for hemophilia as H, we are putting the symbolization for sickle cell anemia as S, or color blindness C, like that only we will. That is only the difference, and there is no such extra things. So just have a look at it, everyone. So we shall start. So let's say I'll be explaining hemophilia. So what happens here? Hemophilia, first case. Try to understand please. First case of hemophilia. Now let's say first case of hemophilia. In the first case of hemophilia, what happens? Let's say the mother is healthy and the father is diseased. The mother is healthy and the father is diseased. So let's make it as such. So healthy mother and disease father. Healthy mother and disease father. So let us make it as such. Let us make a cross. What was the first case? Healthy mother means X. No alteration or no proper affecting of the X chromosome of the mother. So healthy mother, disease father. Father is disease. So we can write here X, small h and Y. Instead of this h, we can use that degree sign also at the top of the h. Like this also we can write X degree. But what happens is, if at all we will write h, then the hemophilia specifically for hemophilia we are making the cross. That one will be clear here. That's the reason why we are writing h instead of giving this degree over here, or the proper circle sign as a power. We are not giving. We are writing h so as to specifically properly that yes, we are making the cross, this cross for hemophilia only. We are not making for something else. Now, so father disease, mother healthy. Now let us put the cross. XXH XY, then XXH, then XY. See, XXH XXH XY XY means both the sons are healthy. Both the sons are healthy. It means the daughters here, there are if there are 4 children, 2 daughter and 2 son, both the sons will be healthy, no hemophilia. But here the daughter, one daughter, first daughter and the second daughter, both are carrier of the hemophilia. Carrier means they will not express the symptom of the disease, rather they will not have the disease also in their body. They are just carrying the disease. Means if at all we are writing XY, anything will happen to X, means that particular male or the son or the father, means the male group is infected. Here in XX means anything happen only to the YX chromosome of first. If anything is happening to only one X chromosome of the mother, the other X chromosome can tackle it, no problem. If only one X chromosome of the mother is affected or altered, the mother or the girl will only become a carrier. That female group will only become a carrier. It will carry the genes, but symptoms or the disease will not be expressed. But in case of male, what happens? If only one X chromosome is altered, then Y cannot tackle this X chromosome and the male has to get the disease. One thing, please make it clear, the male group cannot become a carrier of the disease. If anything will grow wrong with only one X chromosome of the male, surely the male has to get the disease, no carrier for human male. But the carrier for human female is there because they are having 2 X chromosome. If one is altered, the other one is tackling it. For a human female to get sick or to express the disease, that human female must have both the X chromosomes altered. then only the human female will get the sickness. But for a male to get the sickness, if only one X chromosome is altered, the male will get the sickness. I hope it's clear. Now, we did the cross about healthy mother and diseased father. Now, let us change it. Case number 2. Let us go through the case number 2. What we will do here is, we'll just change it. Let us put here diseased mother. Diseased mother and healthy father. Let us change it. Diseased mother and healthy father. Healthy father. So, mother is diseased, means both the X chromosome of the mother is having the hemophilia alteration, but the father is healthy, means the father will not have any hemophilia symptoms, or rather the father has not having any hemophilic disorders. Now, what we will do here? Let us see the cross XH. Again, we will see the cross over here properly. Let us do it. So what we will see? XH, XHY, then XHXH, XHX, XHX, then XHY. XHY. In this Punnett square, 4 children are there. Out of that, first cross XHX, XH and X, XXH, then XHY, then XHX, correct? Then XHY. Means both the sons will get the disease. And again here also the daughter will become only carrier if the mother is diseased and the father is healthy. In the second case, if the mother is diseased and the father is healthy. In this case, what happened? Mother diseased, father healthy. So XH, XH, then XHY, then XX, XXH, then again XHY. It means both the sons will be hemophilic and the daughters will only become the carrier. Means they are carrying the genes, but they are not diseased one, but both the sons are diseased. Now again, let us change the case. Let us do here carrier mother. Mother is carrying the disease. Carrier mother. Carrier mother, and let us put it healthy father. Healthy father. Father is healthy, mother is just the carrier. Means only in one X chromosome of the mother the disease is, means not the disease, only one X chromosome is altered. Not the disease, only one X chromosome is altered. So let us see again XXH, then again XHY, then again, just to omit this X, XX, again XY, just to omit this H. Means one healthy daughter, one healthy son, one hemophilic son. Because the mother was carrier, so one hemophilic son and one carrier daughter. XHX, XHY, XX and XY. This is for carrier mother and healthy father. Father cannot become carrier. Now let us see when both the parents are having the hemophilia. Means diseased mother and diseased father. Let us do it. This is the third case. Diseased mother and diseased father. Both are having the hemophilia. So automatically everyone is having an idea now that if the father is diseased and the mother is also diseased, so all the offsprings will have the hemophilia disease. Of course, yes. See, all the offsprings has got the disease. All the offspring is having the disease. So this 3 kinds of cross we have practiced. And if both are healthy, if healthy mother, healthy father, no disease, all the child will have the fit chromosomes and they are not having any disease, neither they will become the carrier. So this kind of cross concept will be followed for all the diseases, either it is sickle cell anemia or it is color blindness. But do remember, if you are writing for hemophilia H, please change it. For sickle cell anemia you write S, for color blindness you write C. Then the things will be very much clear. And if at all you are making for thalassemia, just change it with T, XT, that's all. So what will happen here? You can understand it very well. So I have taught you three cases. Three cases I have taught. That healthy mother, means disease mother, disease father, carrier mother, healthy father. If the father is having hemophilia, now let's say if the father is diseased and the mother is healthy. So again we will do the same. If the father is diseased and the mother is healthy. Let us see one more. Case number 4. If the father is diseased and the mother is healthy. So disease father, healthy mother. So the father is diseased, mother is healthy. Let us make the cross. Father is having XY chromosome, father is a male, so XH, Y, XX, mother is healthy. So first one, XXH, carrier daughter, XY, healthy male, healthy son, then XXH, again carrier daughter, XY, healthy son. Simple as such. So please do make the cross very properly, because this is only the base. And same base will be followed for all the crosses. For color blindness also same. For sickle cell anemia also same. For thalassemia also the same. Just change the notations as I have said. XS or XC or XT, just like that. Don't put on Y. For male, don't put on Y, like YC or YX. Means here I cannot put YH because it's an X-linked inheritance. It is not a Y-linked inheritance. So just put it only on X. Now, one more thing. Apart from this, we need to follow two more things as I have said you today, that about genetic counseling as well as about the gene therapy. Now, these two are very important topic, and in the coming future, these two will be holding the base of some uncurable diseases in our whole country or in our whole globe, across the whole world. This gene therapy is the ultimate therapy which can treat many diseases which are still not answered, like hemophilia, sickle cell anemia. They can be treated but cannot be cured. There is a lot of difference between treatment and cure. Just make it clear. Treatment is just we are using the drugs to fight the disease. But when we are saying the term cure, means we are completely neutralize the disease. We have completely neutralized the microorganism which is inside us. We have completely neutralized it. Now, here what happens in gene therapy, let's say a person is having diabetes. We know diabetes cannot be cured. It can only be treated by the different medicines. Now what happens here, if the person is having diabetes, so the gene of insulin would be taken out from the person and it will be given to the bacteria. Like E. coli. E. coli is a bacteria and it is a medical blessing actually, because a lot of medicines are arrived due to E. coli. So what happens, let's say the particular person is having diabetes, the gene of the insulin, which is neutralizing the sugar level in our body, will be taken out and it will be given to the bacteria. The bacteria in turn will harvest a lot of insulin. And thereby what will happen, that insulin can be taken out and can be administered to the person having diabetes. And in gene counseling what happens? See, sometimes for the counseling of few parents, the genetic engineers, they used to talk to the parents. Means, like if the parents came and told that his great-grandfather or great-grandfather was having some genetical disorder, is his or child is expected to get that disorder? So the genetical counseling work is to just pacify the parents that yes, your children might inherit that disease. They cannot say that it won't be inherited because it is from grandparents. Maybe the parent of a particular child is also having, but it is not expressed. Maybe his next generation can express. But due to this, the genetical engineers or the people related to that field will explain the parents that yes, it is well understood that your grandparents were there or your great grandparents were there. So they once had that genetical disorder. Maybe your parents or you are not having, but your child may inherit it. Your child may inherit, but at that time we can do the genetical mapping. Genetical mapping means we can see that which kind of genes are having that considerable disorder through different medical technologies, and then we can sort out the problem, and by different way of treatment we can treat the disease so that the disease could not make your child's future dark. The disease should not make the child future dark, or the disease should not stop the growth of your child in the field of education, in morality or spirituality, or anyways it should not restrict. So these were the two things what we talked about today. So please go through the cross properly, see the crosses, try to practice as much as possible, because these things are quite confusing. So please try to just practice as much as possible, and try to make 3 or 4 cases per disease, as I have taught you today. 3 or 4 cases per disease you just try to make, and automatically the things will be very much well understood to you. And if any doubts, you can ask. Thanks a lot.